Yo and hello, say my own intro. Yo and hello. Mike here, Chris over there. This is what we call Showcase Showdown, where Chris and I show our cards and see who has the best collection and have a great time doing it. Chris, welcome to the show again. Episode number, whatever it is.
Episode number 13, I think.
I know I have a lead. That's all I know. That's why I'm in this chair. That's why I'm wearing this jersey. This is the victory jersey that I will keep wearing as long as I keep whooping your butt, and that's not going to change tonight.
Well, I tell you, we might have to change the name of this instead of Showcase Showdown. Change it to Mike slaps Chris around for about a half an hour on the cards. At least you've done that the last couple of times, and it's been fun showing cards, but it has not been fun getting beat down by you. I'm just here to tell you.
I have a feeling we've got some other names on the wheel that might come up later where you'll do okay. But last week we did Roberto Clemente, and although I came away victorious against you, we also had a self-professed Clemente super collector come in here and get embarrassed by both of us. You know, I don't know that these other people that want to be on this show and challenge us, I don't think they know what they're getting into.
They're rookies when it comes to this Showcase Showdown stuff. And, Theo stepped in the ring with the Clementes, and I don't think he knew what he was getting into. And I think from here on out, people who step in the ring with us might be having a little bit of trouble.
Well, we're doing Mike Schmidt this week, and there's actually a lot of Schmidt guys out there. A lot of them reached out like 15, 20, not really. But there's a Schmidt collector known to everybody out there probably that watches this show. And if you don't, you're going to learn tonight that another guy who focuses on a certain player is going to get beat by one or both of us. And that's Ray from Philly. Ray, what's up?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
As soon as Schmidt came up, I think my phone blew up. I was like, have you talked to Ray yet? And I'm like, don't worry. I'm sure Ray doesn't mind coming on and being embarrassed with his own.
I don't mind.
Even the text that he sent, I know he said something like, hey, I know a Mike Schmidt collector. It sounded so arrogant in his text. Even those were the words. I just felt that exude from that text that we might be in a little bit of trouble, Mike.
Ray, do you think you can hang with us?
I'll try my best. I don't know. You guys have been killing it. I've been watching every week. It's a lot of fun watching you guys do this every week. And I'm not tooting my horn. I'm not going to do it because you guys have an amazing collection, each of you. So I'm looking forward to see what happens, man. I don't know. I'm not guaranteeing anything.
That was such a lame answer.
I know, right?
Mike, the first thing that great men do is lower expectations.
Thank you.
And that's what he's been doing right there.
There is no smack talking. I don't like that. Look, we dish it out. We expect to receive it.
Well, get ready to go down.
Okay.
Done.
That was terrible effort, by the way. Okay. We are going to do Mike Schmidt. I'm going to I want to ask Ray a couple questions, but first, Chris, why don't you tell everybody how this works, what we're going to be doing tonight, and how they can play along.
Okay, will do. This is going to be the best half hour on YouTube this week. And so right now, if you're watching this, push pause on this video, get out your Mike Schmidt cards and line them up from the newest card back down to his rookie card. You get 5 points for having a card, an additional point for whatever grade you have on the card. When we get to the rookie card, it's double the points, which we put a little bit emphasis on that. Throughout the show, Mike will probably maybe once give us a breakdown of what the score is, and at the end he'll tally it up and he will announce the winner. And we are hoping that it will not be Ray, but we are glad to have Ray on the channel.
So for the overall stuff, we're going to be Chris and I are competing against each other. Ray's in here just to try to embarrass us. A futile effort, I might add, but he's going to try, and he'll see how his Mike Schmidt collection stacks up. Ray, I was an American League guy growing up, right? But I always I got to see Mike Schmidt quite a bit on WTBS and WGN when they would play, the Cubs or the Braves.
Right.
And I always appreciated Mike Schmidt. I always had an affinity for him. Maybe it's because we share a first name. I don't know. But best third baseman ever, would you say?
Oh, without a doubt. All around.
There could be
Without
some
a doubt.
Could be some doubt.
No.
Who's the second best third baseman of all time?
I'm going to put George Brett.
Okay. You just made Chris smile inside, but
yeah.
Mike Schmidt's one of those guys that I was a National League guy too when it came to All-Star games, and I was a big Reds fan, but I switched over since we moved close to Kansas City and became a George Brett fan, and I got to be able to watch George Brett grow up. And you would think, since George Brett was, one of my favorite players, that I would not have cared for somebody that he was always compared to. But Mike Schmidt had one of those careers. I got on Baseball Reference and put the two together and compared them. And if you look, George Brett leads in 6 categories, and Mike Schmidt leads in 6 categories. But Mike Schmidt might be the best defensive third baseman ever in the National League, and I believe the best offensive third baseman in all of baseball. And you get those two things, man, it's hard not to say Mike Schmidt's is not the greatest.
Chris, my check's in the mail.
In my heyday of the 80s, of my childhood and All-Star, there was no question. Mike Schmidt, George Brett. Those were the 2 third basemen in the All-Star. Like, those were the 2 best third basemen. And it wasn't even close. I think Boggs came in to usurp Brett a little bit in the late 80s, but you still had, it was Brett and Schmidt. And Schmidt had no competitors. Schmidt had nobody challenging him until he retired, honestly. So we're going to start.
The only time he had a competitor is when Pete Rose was moved to third base. And the difference between the two, Pete Rose, you couldn't sit behind first base if Pete Rose made a play, because he might hit somebody in the 6th row. But when it came to All-Star stuff, Mike Schmidt, nobody challenged him at all. Nobody.
No.
Yeah. Well, let's get to some cardboard here. Let me put us into showcase mode. And we are going to each show the cards that we have. I have the whole, we're going to do the Topps run tonight, guys. I know we normally do the PSA basic set registry, but for brevity's sake, there are 47 cards in that set, and I think we'll each probably show a few if we have them, just for giggles. But we're only going to count the Topps run tonight. And since we're not showing these, I got to show this one. This is technically his last card to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1990 Donruss. I have that in a Gem Mint 10. It says at the bottom, all-time great, which is, of course, true. And I love it because on the back, it's got his full career statistics. Michael Jack Schmidt. There it is right there. Michael Jack.
Jack.
I have a 10 that doesn't count, so that's kind of depressing. But Chris, you're the visitor tonight. I'm home team since I won last week, and we'll continue to win every week. What does your 1989 Topps look like, which is his last Topps card?
Well, you're going to have to show yours first, Mike. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well,
please.
I only have a 10, so.
What?
Okay. I don't have it out. I got an 89.
Well, what's your grade on it?
It says I got a 7.
Okay.
It must have cost me $1.05.
I only got a 10.
Okay, Ray stepping in, boom, with a 10.
I've seen Ray, and he's so picky every once in a while on his grades. I'm afraid he's going to have a few 10s in here.
So, Chris, are we going to count? Are we going to let this count, Ray? I mean, are we going to let him count his?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, Chris
7?
is good for it. Yeah.
So we will have Ray back on here again. What a gentleman. And we're gonna have to be doing that again. Well, I brought the card, so I'm good. We're all right. We're all right.
That's
I love
cool.
his 89 upper deck as well. I have that in a 9.
Yeah, I have that too.
The old interview card. I just think that's hilarious. Okay. Ray, why don't you go first on the next one since Chris doesn't like to participate?
All right, so the
88.
88 tops, Gem Mint 10.
I have a 9, and guys, I have one of these coming in the mail. I bought one of these, and I should not have. I got an 8 coming in the mail, so I'm glad. I'm going to go ahead and count my 9.
Well, I only have an 8, so Ray takes a lead here. So 13, 14, 15. Sorry, I got to stay caught up here.
That's all right.
Ray, you had a 10, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Chris, you want to go 87?
87, Mike Schmidt. I have my in a 7.
I have a PSA 9.
Gem 10.
Uh-oh.
We might be in a little bit of trouble here. Might be in a little bit of trouble.
Chris, what's going on here, man? I thought you said this would be a cakewalk for us. What's going on?
I didn't know you were going to get Ray from Philly. I thought you were going to get Ray from Dearborn.
Oh, it was a different Ray. Okay. I guess I'm first on. I'm scared to show my cards now. I thought I had good cards. Here's an 8.5 in the 86.
I have a 7.
9.
Uh-oh. Dang it.
Now, don't let him get too far ahead of you here, Mike. Where you
I know.
Sprint.
Oh, okay. He's got a lead. I don't know that I can even catch up now. All right. Who's next? Ray, go ahead.
85 tops. Mint 9.
7. I'm loaded with 7s.
Mint 9.
There you go.
All right. I didn't lose ground. You know,
So,
Ray, I'm getting kind of pissed that on a couple weeks I have to carry the team. Like,
I'm getting kind of heavy.
bothering me here a little. All right,
So,
84.
It's 84. Guys, I have one coming back in an 8, but I went ahead and found this one. I bought an 84 and an 88, and I think I spent $8 and $4 shipping is what I think I did.
Wow.
I have a mint 9 in the 84.
Gem 10.
Oh, no.
Jeez. Ray just flexing now. He's just.
Oh, yeah.
I do have the 84 Donruss, which I love this card as a kid.
I love that card. Yeah.
It's a great one. Okay.
Yeah, that's the best card I have. I have it in a 9. So
Nice. Too bad it doesn't count. You made the rule tonight.
Yep.
All right. Is it me for 83?
Yep.
Now I'm in trouble because I only have an 8 and an 83.
I have an 8.
I have a 9.
Dang it.
Just getting 1 point at a time, isn't it?
You and I both know that's the key to victory. I do have. Does this count?
my
Anything?
Oh,
Little autographed 83 tops.
Yeah. That's sweet.
That's 20 extra points. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
so Mike, we had Theo on here, and I bet everybody that watched that show was rooting for us. Okay, Theo, if he was on a wrestling card, he'd be a heel, right? But there might be some people watching this thing that actually might be taking Ray's side, and not only does he have the cards, but they might be rooting for him as well, and I don't like that very much at all.
Yeah, we may have to do away with the guests
for a little bit. Yeah.
Depending on how this shapes up. He does have a super veteran card in 83.
Yes. No, love that card.
Love that card too. That's pre-mustache for
pre-stash. Yep.
Pre-stash. So, all right, 82. I think it's me, or is it you, Chris?
I'll go ahead and show it. I got a real low grade, so I got a 6.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I have a 9.
I have a 9.
Dang it. I can't gain any ground, Chris.
Yeah, but I'm going to do well on this one until you laugh at me.
I do like the inaction card as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He also has the 82 Topps All-Star card, which I didn't pull. He hasn't. Well, he has 83 Topps All-Star card. He has 84 Topps All-Star card. I'm trying to think. He has an 85 Topps All-Star card, and I think he has an 86 Topps All-Star card.
Yeah.
Okay, 81. And he has an 87 Topps All-Star card. And I think an 88 Topps All-Star card. So
That'd be true.
all right. 81. I like all his cards. I have an 8 in the 81.
That's a tough card with the slim borders. I have a 9.
Well, don't look at the slab, Mike, but I got a 10.
No, you don't.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
What company is that?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My mom put it together.
You get 5 whole points for that. Congratulations.
This is it's a PGC, and I think that's like the gold standard of grading companies. Right?
Oh wait, I get some more points maybe for my 81 Topps autographed Schmidt.
That's another sweet one.
Love that. All these cards remind me of my childhood so much.
Yep,
1980.
Yep. This is our era, Mike.
Yeah,
This is our start era.
So after this one, Mike, let's you tally up the points if you don't mind.
Yeah, we'll finish the 80s and then we'll give you.
And I'll have a question. I'll have a question for Ray. But 1980, I got an 8.5.
Okay.
Greatest year of my life, 1980. Mint 9, MVP year.
I have a mint 9 as well, but Chris, it doesn't work if I don't have a higher grade than him, does it?
Well, and it doesn't work if we were scrambling today in golf, we'd be playing every one of your shots too. And that doesn't help very much.
That's my favorite set.
What'd you have in the 80? 8.5?
I had an 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah. So
right,
while Mike tallies up the points, Ray,
Yeah.
what's your favorite Mike Schmidt moment that you remember?
1980, last weekend of the regular season. Phillies were going up to Montreal to Olympic Stadium, and they had to win 2 out of 3 games to win the Eastern Division. So Friday night's game, they won. Saturday's game started in the afternoon. It was the game of the week on NBC. And it was a long, and when I say a long rain delay, very, very long rain delay. And the game came back on at night. And Schmidt's reputation up until that point was that he put up great numbers in the regular season and would choke in the playoffs. Well, this game was for the division. And Stan Bonson was pitching for the Expos. Rose was on first. And Schmidt, when I say it was blasted one. Left fielder at the time, I think, was Andre Dawson. He wasn't playing center. Dawson just didn't even move and just looked to turn his head like this. Greatest Phillies call other than winning the World Series. That was an unbelievable moment because it showed that he stepped up finally in a moment when we really needed him, and it was for the division, and that clinched it right there. And that moment always comes first to me, other than, of course, winning the World Series. But he played great in the World Series. He won the MVP. But this was like a key moment in the game to win the game and win the division. And it finally shut up a lot of people that he stepped up. That was huge to win the division in 1980 in Montreal. Great game.
Wow.
All right. Score update as we head into the 70s. Currently, Chris, 117.5. You might as well pack it in. I have 130.
Still have the cards, though. Still have the cards.
You do, of course. Great collection. I have 137.5, and Ray has 144.
Ooh. Whoa, it's close.
I genuinely want people to hear this, that we are all proud of our collections, and I love, no matter who wins out of me and Chris, we're both excited to have what we have, and we want you guys just to join in and have fun with us. I had somebody question, we're counting PSA, SGC, or
Beckett.
So there were some people that asked like in some comments over the last few episodes about that, and I just thought I'd clear that up. I'll start the 70s off with 79 tops, Mike Schmidt. I have it in a PSA 8.
I have it in a 6.
And mint 9.
Damn it.
Wow. Wow.
I'm in trouble.
I spent a lot of time on this, as you could tell.
Don't blame you. So
All
it's
right,
at 78 now. 78 now, Ray. Go ahead.
78, mint 9.
I have an 8.
I have a 10 that you just can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
I see it.
I see it. I see.
It's an 8.
It looked like a 10 to me.
Okay.
This one I had good cards.
Yeah. Okay. 77, one of my favorite Mike Schmidt cards.
Yeah.
I have mine. Mine's in a 6.
I have a 7.
I have a mint 9.
This may be the first time we have to blurp out some words that are coming to mind for me.
Oh. Your turn, Mike.
I'm embarrassed. I don't know. I can't go. Especially on this one. This was the last Schmidt that I needed to complete the run, and I did it during COVID. And so, 8s and 9s of 76 shouldn't be that expensive, but that was a period where they were. And so I really wanted to get this Schmidt card, so I settled. And in this moment, I'm actually regretting that significantly. But I got a PSA 5.
I have a 7.
I have an 8.
That was a chance for me there. The door was cracked. And Chris, what'd you have? A 7?
7.
All right, Ray, 75. 75, Ray.
Oh, okay. 75, 8.
I have a 7.
I have a 7. Butt whooping just keeps on rolling.
19. Okay, I want to show Brady. I'm sure you have this one, but I love these cards.
SSPC. I love SSPC.
SSPC. I'm gonna send this off and get it slabbed just so I can put it in my stuff. But
I'm trying to get that into a set registry. 75 SSPC Hall of Fame set registry. Yeah, I've been trying to get that for years.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks for giving me another project.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't you hate those texts every once in a while you get from Ray? Hey, guess what? Look what I'm doing. I'm doing the 100 great.
Here's another set. Here's another set.
Yeah. So I guess I'm up with the 74.
Yep.
So 74. I have a 5.
I have an 8.
Nice.
It's my favorite Schmidt card. I have an 8.
Mine looks good next to this one.
Oh, God. Yeah. What's that inscribed?
548 homers, 2,234 hits, 1,595 RBIs. This is actually one of my favorite autograph card, Hall of Fame autograph cards that I have. So I like this card way better than the rookie.
Yep.
And I bought this at an auction. I paid up for it pretty significantly because of all the inscriptions and stuff. But
right.
I got a question for you, Ray. When George Brett and Mike Schmidt were retired, I thought they had retired with the exact same amount of RBI.
No, there's a story about that. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
And so, I kind of looked at it again today, and George Brett just annihilated Mike Schmidt and with runs batted in. He had one more.
One more.
What's that? Is there
the
a quick
story is Schmidt does the color commentating for Phillies on Sundays. It's called Sundays with Schmidt. And he told a story one time about George Brett that when Schmidt retired, Schmidt had more RBIs than him. And Brett had less when he played his last game, and he played one more game to get 2 RBIs because Schmidt was ahead of him by 1, just so he could pass Schmidt by 1 RBI. And she was like, "Dag nabbit, that guy, man, he was," and it was just funny. You had to watch the story on TV, but he was like, he purposely went in to play one more game when he was really done the game before. He had a big announcement, he was big applause, standing ovation. He comes in the next day to get 2 RBIs to pass Schmidt by 1. I was like, oh, 1596 to 1595. Yeah.
Okay.
Chris, what was your grade on the 74? I forgot.
Probably a 9. Nope, a 5.
Probably a 9.
I'm telling you, Ray, I have to watch Chris because
you got to watch this guy, Mike. Man,
sneaky. All right, we're down to the last card, the rookie, the Ronsay rookie, John Hilton, and this is critical. There's double points, and Ray, you have currently a 15-point lead, so I need you to not have this card at all. Can you try to not have it? What do you have?
I'll try. Well, I can't say that I can't try to. I have an 8 in the rookie card.
Wow,
An 8.
nice card. Nice card.
God, forget that.
I have a 4.
4, that's still good. That's good. And I have a 6, so we have 4, 6, 8.
Who do we appreciate?
Exactly. Golly. I'm eating some humble pie right now for dinner. I didn't know
I knew it was coming for me, but
yeah, okay. Wow. So Chris, I beat you.
Yes, sir.
204.5 to 232.5. But the winner
3 in a row.
Tonight's showdown is Ray from Philly, 251 points. That's a lot. That is impressive. Good job, Ray.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you having me on. Yeah, Schmidt's that's my boy. That's my all-time favorite player. So if you were to ask me on any other player, I'm sure you'd kick my butt.
But you have to admit that Chris and I have pretty good Schmidt collections, and we're not recognized Schmidt collectors. So,
right.
That was a lot of fun. I love seeing your cards, Ray. Chris, I always love seeing your cards. But we're going to figure out who the heck is going to be next week. And I know Chris looks forward to this every episode.
I sweat more during this part right here than I do all week.
He is so excited about seeing who's going to be on the wheel of names.
If it's
Carlton, I can great ones. We've got K-Line Still, Ted Williams, Mantle, Mays, Carlton.
Right.
That'd be a good Yogi, Spawn. So
I was telling somebody last night, it better not land on Yogi tonight.
Uh-oh.
It better not. So whenever you're ready, Mike, give that thing a whirl.
Here we go. Where is it going to stop? Who is next week?
I predict Killebrew. Oh, close.
Hall of Famer Rod Carew. He converted. Wow, Rod Carew is next week.
So that's 67 to 86.
67 to 86. That's right. Good job, tops. Ray.
That's because I'm doing him right now.
Yeah,
that's one I'm trying to do right now too, Ray. I do not have that one finished.
Yeah.
Well, I do. So good luck, Chris.
Oh gosh, it's going to be 4 in a row. Oh,
it is. The landslide is on. No, seriously, so much fun, guys. Ray, thank you so much for coming on. Thanks for being part of this. And Chris, as always, thank you for letting me beat you.
Yeah. Hey, you two are 2 of my favorites on YouTube, and both of you guys are a reason that there are a lot more YouTubers today than there were, because a lot of people look up to you guys and started YouTube because of you guys. So appreciate you.
Thank you, Chris. Teardrop.
Thank you.
Last nice thing I'm saying about Mike.
Boy, that's no doubt. Jeez. All right, guys. Ray, are you going to Strongsville? You are? All right.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be fun. All 3 of us will be there showing. I'll be crying to Ray. What was it? Chris had to pay you $100 if he beat me. Yeah. Okay. That's right.
Ray had to give me back money for the kind words that I said. About
The check's in the mail, Chris. The check's in the mail.
All right, guys. We'll catch you guys next week for another episode of Showcase Showdown. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Keep collecting.